How do you feel? When did you last take blue? You want natty? You want natty?
I don't know what's going on with these streamers. First Nico gets smacked up, now Clavicular's having a fucking overdose or whatever. Hopefully he's okay. Let me explain something. I'm using these topics to make a point, right? Let me talk about this kid, and I'm gonna call him a kid. Clavicular. Didn't even clav, right? Clavicular. I don't know. He's a kid because he's 20, and I get it. A bunch of you are 20. You feel like you're grown men. I felt like I was a grown man at 20. At 20, 6'1", I was 84 kg. I felt like I was a grown man. Moved out of my parents' house. I was working a job. I was paying rent. I was doing all this, that, and other. And I felt like I had the answers to life. Fast forward, looking back, I was a baby because you're still 20 years old. Now, let me explain why this kid is overdosing on drugs. Because he's trying to live an extroverted life when he's introverted. He's putting himself in a situation. He's changed his appearance, but he's still who he is. He's changed his appearance, but he's still who he is. He's changed his appearance, but it hasn't skyrocketed his confidence. Because at the end of the day, he's a particular person. He's an introverted, shy, awkward person. And he's trying not to be. He's trying to match what he looks like now. And mate, you're still a kid, then it like, you can't just decide, I'm changing now. I'm just gonna be this outgoing, partying guy, approaching women, doing all this type of thing. That happens over time. That happens as life goes on. That happens with experiences. It don't just happen because you fixed your jawline. This shit don't. So a lot of these people can't function in public without being intoxicated. Excuse me. Without being intoxicated because they haven't got the confidence to be themselves because they don't even know who they are yet. A couple of years removed from school. Again, at 20 years old, I felt like I was a grown man. I was 4 years removed from school. I wasn't a fucking grown man. I had to do grown man things, you know, but life, I haven't experienced nothing yet. And hopefully in the next 10 years, I'll look back at today and think I didn't know nothing either. What I'm kind of understanding now is I fucking ain't got the answers, and you just keep growing and you keep experiencing and you kind of understand who you are. If you're not that guy, don't force it. Don't be that guy because you're going to fucking kill yourself. Not just him, other people that try and do this shit. Looks maxing thing, like, right, let me just touch on what he does because he's a looks maxer. Let me just give him a quick opinion on this shit. There's benefits for being better looking, right? There's benefits. But that's all it is. Benefits. Couple of small little benefits in certain situations. The main benefit, the number one benefit, is fucking dating apps. That's where all of you guys, I'm talking to you guys as if you're a fan of this guy and like a look maxer. All the data, all the facts comes from dating apps. And you'll justify it because the majority of single people do their dating with dating apps. You fix your jawline, you lower your body fat, because that's all looks maxing really is. And now you're getting more matches, but you're still the same guy. Looks maxing is your face, a picture on a dating app. You can't see how you walk, how you talk, how you carry yourself, your presence when you walk into a room, your personality as in your confidence. How awkward are you? Can you hold a conversation? Are you this, are you that? There's so many more things that goes into being attractive as a man that, yeah, it's nice to have a good face, but it will only get you so far. It will get your foot in the door. After that, it's all on you. The people that haven't got the attractive face, kick the door down. and they're always going to win over you over and over and over and over again. The best looking guy at the group doesn't necessarily get the most women. It doesn't work like that. If you've lived the life, you've seen it, you know that, right? So try and be as good looking as possible, right? I know it's hard. I don't really try and be as good looking as possible. Do you know what I mean? I eat too many junk food. But this whole looks maxing thing and trying to be something that you're not that guy, not because of the way you look. It just doesn't come natural to you. That's all it is. You can fix your face and you feel like your personality is going to change. It's not. This lifestyle doesn't come natural to you. So stop trying to force it. Try to be your best version of who you are. And it's not being a degenerate drug addict, fucking OF girls, drinking every day, clubbing on live stream. Try to offer something else, because it's obviously not coming natural to you. And I'm talking to you like I'm talking to that Clav kid, but I'm talking to you guys who follow this guy. I think it's good. He makes a bunch of money. If I was 20 years old and I made a bunch of money, I'd probably be doing all the same shit. But I'm old enough to know you shouldn't really be doing that. Never try and not make the money, because, you know, older people always say the worst thing you can do is make too much money when you're young. Probably for some, but still try and make the money anyway. This guy could essentially die if he keeps going down this avenue. I think I seen another video of him having a fucking seizure last week. You're not that guy. You fixed your jawline, but you're still the scared little boy because you haven't lived life. You've leaped over a bunch of experiences and now living on the highest level when you're still the insecure little boy who's scared of his face popping up after you've had some Chinese food. You know what I mean?